Look, here's a truth that no one is talking about. If you are a skilled professional in Africa right now, you are getting paid pennies for work that would earn you thousands in America. It's not because you're any less talented. It's because the system is stacked against you. We see it every single day. Brilliant engineers in Kenya making $1,500 a month when they should be making $10,000. Doctors in Ghana who can barely afford rent while their American counterparts buy vacation homes. I get it. It is frustrating. It's unfair, and I get why it makes you angry. I mean, it should. Hey, I'm Landon from Veripass. We have helped hundreds of African professionals break out of this trap, and today I'm going to show you exactly how you can do the same thing. If you are tired of having your skills disrespected and your potential limited, hit that subscribe button right now. What I'm about to share could literally change the trajectory of your entire life. So let's get real about what is happening here. You have spent years getting educated. You work insane hours. You are solving complex problems every single day, but your paycheck doesn't reflect any of that. The numbers are straight up shocking. As a software developer in most African countries, you are making $18,000 to $25,000 a year, if you're lucky. That exact same skill set in America, $120,000 minimum, sometimes double that. If you are a doctor who spent 8+ years in medical training, you might be earning $12,000 to $15,000 annually, while your American colleague with the same qualifications, they're making $250,000 annually. Teachers, engineers, financial analysts, it is the same story everywhere. And it's not just about the money, it's about the resources you don't have access to, the equipment you need but can't get, the opportunities that never came your way simply because of where you are located. So we had a client, a brilliant engineer from Ghana, who told us, I'm not designing at 50% of my ability because I want to, I'm doing it because I don't have access to the tools that I need. It feels like running a race with your legs tied together. Now, I can already hear some of you thinking, but the cost of living is lower in Africa. And sure, but not that much lower. And good luck trying to buy advanced equipment, invest in your business, or create generational wealth on those salaries. So why is this happening? After working with thousands of African professionals, we have seen the same pattern over and over. First, it's simple economics. Most African economies just don't have the cash flow to support high salaries, even for top talent. And look, that doesn't mean that you should accept it. Second, there is limited investment in advanced sectors. Now, one of our clients, a medical researcher from Ethiopia, put it perfectly. I know exactly what research I need to do. I know exactly how to do it. But the funding for the equipment, it does not exist here. Third, you are disconnected from global markets. We have seen developers in Lagos building apps that would make millions in Silicon Valley, but they can't break into those markets from where they are. And fourth, your credentials often aren't recognized globally. The qualifications that took you years to earn get discounted or even ignored entirely on the international stage. And look, and that just isn't right. Now, if any of this hits home, go ahead and drop a comment down below. We read every single one, and I promise you, you are not alone in this struggle. This isn't just hurting you individually, it's damaging entire countries. Africa is losing its best minds at an alarming rate. 1/3 of all skilled African professionals now live and work on other continents. In some countries, more than half of all college graduates leave within 5 years. But here is where most people get it wrong. They call this brain drain, like it's some kind of betrayal. And look, that is just complete garbage. You don't owe your talents to systems that don't value them. A heart surgeon from Tanzania told us something I will never forget. He said, "For years, I worked in a hospital without the right equipment. I watched patients die that I knew how to save, but I just couldn't. Look, leaving wasn't what I wanted, but staying meant accepting that limitation forever." Look, here's the truth. Sometimes you have to leave temporarily to create permanent change. Now, what we have discovered working with hundreds of African professionals is that moving to America isn't about abandoning your home. It's about positioning yourself to make a bigger impact in the long run. Look, think of it as a strategic move, not an escape plan. When you relocate to the US, 4 things happen almost immediately. Your skills get sharper fast. A software developer from Cameroon told us 6 months working with cutting-edge tech in America taught me more than 5 years back home. Your earning power explodes. When an architect from Kenya moved to Chicago, her income jumped 8 times overnight. And within 3 years, she saved enough to launch a housing startup back home that now employs 27 people. Your network goes global. A fintech specialist from Nigeria used his US connections to help secure $3.5 million in funding for startups back home, creating over 120 local jobs. And most importantly, your credibility skyrockets. When you return with US experience, suddenly government officials and business leaders who ignored you before are returning your calls. Now, if you want this kind of breakthrough, click the link in our description. We'll show you exactly how to get your US residency and start this transformation. The smartest professionals we work with aren't leaving Africa forever. They're using what we call the earn there, build here strategy. It works in 4 phases. Phase 1, get to America legally through the right visa for your skills. Now, this might be the O-1 visa, EB-2 with national interest waiver, or other pathways we can help identify. Phase number 2, multiply your skills, network, and savings in the US market where you're finally paid what you are worth. Phase number 3, stay connected with home through mentoring, remote work, and targeted investment. Phase number 4, either move back with your new resources and connections or create a 2-base approach where you spend time in both places. A doctor from Uganda shows how powerful this can be. After working in the US for 5 years, he now spends 3 months each year in Uganda running a training center that has upgraded the skills of over 200 local healthcare providers. Now, his American salary makes this possible. This isn't about abandoning your country. It's about building a bridge to bring resources back. If you were thinking, this sounds great, but how do I actually do it? Well, here is a step-by-step plan. Step 1, figure out exactly how your skills translate to the US market. Document everything you've achieved in ways that American employers and immigration officials will understand. Step number 2, determine which visa category fits your situation. Now, this is crucial. Picking the wrong visa pathway can waste years of your life and thousands of dollars. Step number 3, building your network before you even move. Connect with diaspora professionals, join international organizations, and build relationships with potential US employers. Step number 4, create a financial plan that includes not just survival in America, but how you'll use your earnings to eventually make an impact back home. At Veripass, we guide you through each of these steps, especially the complicated visa process that stops many talented professionals before they even start. Look, these aren't just theories. We see these transformations every day. A software engineer from Senegal came to the US making $135 a year, 6 times his previous salary. While building his career here, he started a coding school back home that has trained over 300 young developers who now work remotely for international companies at global rates. A financial analyst from Zimbabwe spent 5 years in US banking, then used her connections to secure funding for farming projects back home. Now, these projects have increased income for over 3,000 small farmers and created a new export channel worth millions annually. A professor from Morocco leveraged his position at an American university to bring over $5 million in research funding to institutions in his home country, creating opportunities for dozens of young scientists. Now, each one of these people face the exact same frustrations you are dealing with right now. The difference is, they found a path forward. If you are ready to stop being undervalued and start building real impact, here is what you need to do right now. First, click the link in the description. Our team at Veripass specializes in helping African professionals navigate the complex US immigration system. We know which visa categories work best for your specific situation. If you sign up today and mention African professionals, we'll give you a free qualification assessment to see which US visa pathway fits your background. Second, download our strategic migration guide, also linked down below. It breaks down exactly how to prepare for each phase of this journey. Look, I get it. Making a move like this is terrifying. You have family considerations, cultural ties, and genuine love for your home country. That's normal. That is human. But ask yourself, in 10 years, will you regret not taking a chance that could transform not just your life, but potentially the lives of hundreds of others back home? If this video spoke to you, hit that like button and subscribe. Next week, we are showing exactly how to document your professional achievements in ways that you as visa officers will respect. And please share this video with other talented professionals you know who deserve better opportunities. Sometimes all it takes is seeing that there is a path forward. This is Landon from Veripass. We see your talent, we understand your frustration, and we are here to help you break through. See you next week.